respected signs have been switched off and to keep laptops and heavy electronic devices closed. Please remember to open the oven pins carefully to prevent anything from falling out. You are welcome to turn off the airplane mode of your electronic devices at any time. We sincerely apologize for not being able to get you to your destination.
No, sí, claro, llegan antes, nosotros no conocemos más.